Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am using my Estelle cloud and inserts to do my vertical weekly planning. And the kit I'm using is Relax by Scribble Prints Co. And this was like my sort of quarantine isolation art that I did in my shop. And I really loved, I always get Scribble Prints Co versions most of the time. But her format just works perfectly for me, so that's what I stick with. And yeah, I'm just showing you all the bits and pieces. I got the Fashion Girl add-on, and I'm going to be using gold foil with this. And I had some gold foil from a Press mystery kit, which I thought would look really cute with it as well. And some Sadie stickers, Letters to Apollo, and Sticky Essential stuff. So I'm just collecting from my whole collection here of gold foil, and of course bougie boxes. If you saw my last haul, you saw that Andrea sent me a butt ton of them, so everything's going to be bougied from now on. So yeah, we're going to get started with the base. Not much to report really with the base, so I am going to put some music on and I'll be right back when we start planning. Okay, we're just going to get started here. I'm using this really cute quote box called from SPC. This is Turn Your Dreams into Plans, because I did a whole lot of planning this week. My cloud pre-sales came in, so my lilac, and this week you'll see a whole setup of those, but I've already got an unboxing if you want to check that out. But yeah, so I did a whole lot of planning, and I got all new inserts and everything, and that will be in the videos this week and how I'm using those. So I'm just using this Kinsey's Creations script to put in my usual tracking of meds, and so I used this. I couldn't think of what to put with it, because I like to actually overlay it with something, just because it's such a short word. So I'm like, what about this spread deco? And I'm really liking my current sidebar that is still functional, but still like, I don't know, I could see it took me a long time to plan this week. It just didn't happen like most of the week. But I really like it because I have my habit tracker that I need most, because I have habit trackers elsewhere. And I have a little to-do list to do my like top 3 things. And then I actually have room for either a normal box and a toolbox, or 3 full boxes. So I really, really like that. So let's get started of the week. As per usual, I start off with Coffee Monday. And here I am like, oh, there's a coffee in the deco, so I'll just use that. And I apologize for the Band-Aid. I cut myself while setting up my cloud, which you will see. But then I washed my hands, so it's kind of wet, so I kind of pull it off during. So I apologize, because then my nail polish gets a little janky, but oh well. And I really wanted to use this really cute bows from Sadie's Stickers. They go with the letters to Apollo bows. So I want to use a little bit of deco throughout. I know I kind of stopped doing that. I was doing it on every single box for a while, and then I just kind of stopped. I was kind of reining in my foil a little bit. And I'm still sort of like, I'm using a lot of foil again, but not sort of in your face, tons of foil kind of feel, I think. And then I had to put my plan with me in. Let's have a look-see. I don't know, this week was fairly standard. I feel like there's not a lot to talk about at the moment. I do have these like tags. True to tags. Oh my god. I feel like everyone's like getting back into tags again, which is always fun. But I have like this old school tag that Bonjour Domi did, and she was doing like an old school spread with it. But I thought this would just be fun to do a few questions, and then we might dip in and out of what my plans are if I notice them. So the first question is, do you have any tattoos? And I don't. I'm pretty lame, but I am considering one, because tattoos are pretty like normal in Finland. Like there's lots of ads, like butter ads with people covered in tattoos. Like it's a normal thing here. So I've been considering one to sort of represent finishing my PhD and like my school life. So I've been planning that out and having a look at tattooists here in Oulu. So yeah, maybe soon. I think one's probably not going to be like free until October, November. Anyway, then what is your star sign? That is Libra. I can't remember like the full thing. But yes, I suppose I'm fairly Libra. I don't know. I don't really believe in that stuff, but it is kind of fun every now and then. As a sort of like, my personality kind of thing. What is your most used cuss word? Probably the F word. I could say as an Australian the C word, but I don't use it that much. In Australia, the C word is just like a standard word for your friend, but probably the F word. Probably. I mean, I swear a lot in real life, but I don't know. I see no point in swearing in these videos, honestly. how far from your birthplace do you live now? A long way. Should I actually look up how far it is from Australia to Finland distance? Just Googling. Apparently it's 13,397 kilometers. In miles, who knows? But that is a long way. Let's have a look at miles. 2 miles. It is apparently, well, what the heck? 8,324 miles. Yeah, so that's how far away I live from my birthplace now. Is this your first YouTube channel? It is, actually. YouTube came out, when did YouTube start? What was it? It started after I finished high school. That's how old I am. And so I was never really into YouTube for a long time. I had other stuff to do, my friends. And I started watching YouTube around when I think Locke spent 3 months in Singapore, and I was living alone then. In our own flat, so I was like, I'm kind of bored and lonely. So I started watching YouTube stuff for beauty and whatnot, and then it kind of branched out from there. So that was probably, I don't know, 2012 or something, 2012, maybe. It took forever for me to be in YouTube. So this is my first YouTube channel. I was like, I'm going to make this to do planning videos. Yep, that was it. Before that, I had a blog and I had websites and stuff. So, yeah. This is my first YouTube channel. What does your username mean? So, kindish is a word for playful. I was applying for a job at this jewelry store that doesn't exist in Australia anymore. And it's like a trendy sort of teenager, young adult kind of jewelry store back in the day called Diva. And in the job application, they wanted 10 words that describe you. And well, I don't know. So I thesaurused and searched a lot of words, and kindish came up. I thought, oh my god, I love this word. Because I love cats. So, yeah, it's kind of just stuck since then. My online handle before that was Tabarilla, or Tabby with a Y, like a tabby cat. So it was Tabarilla for a while. And then I just changed it to Kindish Girl because that kind of does still the cat thing, but it's not like people thought my name was Tabby. But it wasn't. And then for a while there, I was also poster girl on LiveJournal for a little bit after a song name. So it kind of like blurred into that. Yeah. But it means playful, but it's just kind of like, I don't know, fit as about me, sort of cats and stuff. If you could have any job, what would you want to do and be? Well, I'm kind of doing that right now. Being an artist full time and actually making money. That's pretty sweet. It's although as growing up I always wanted to be an actor. So I don't know. I suppose I could still be an actor or director or something. I really do love film and television. But right now I'm pretty much doing the job I would like. What is an ideal first date for you? I don't know if I've ever really been on a real date. I mean, we saw a movie once, like in the first lot. That movie was Snakes on a Plane. I don't know. I don't really know about dates. I suppose just going to a really good place to eat. And just eating really good food. That's what I like. Food. What have we here? What is your favorite sport? Well, I used to play basketball and volleyball. You know, I'm 5'9", so I'm tall. But I used to play basketball and volleyball, but I don't really watch them. And I've enjoyed watching NFL Gridiron before. for a little bit, although I know there's issues with that sport. There's issues with all sports, but I also enjoy watching ice hockey, which I have seen in person. I've been to an ice hockey game here in Finland, and that was really fun. So I guess ice hockey and NFL, but I've played volleyball and basketball. Would you ever consider living abroad? Well, I am right now. So yes, I would. And it was something I wanted to do for a long time, and now I am, so that's really nice. If you could choose only one, would you rather go to Paris or London? And I'd have to say, having been to both of them, London, for sure. Hands down, London. I miss London so much. I wish I could go to London. I want to go to Crosstown Donuts, and I want to get a rib from the rib guy. I just miss Brick Lane. And just all of London. I love London. Yeah. I've been to Paris once. I wasn't really that into it. What is the first movie you remember seeing? Oh, I think I remember seeing Aladdin in theaters. I remember the theater, which was called Piccadilly, and it was like a really beautiful old theater. And so there was a lot of space in front of the screen, between the seats and the screen, because it was like an old-fashioned one. And we watched Aladdin, and I remember seeing like A Whole New World on the big, I can see it in my mind, on the big screen. That's the first one I really remember watching, Aladdin, which was 94 or something. I don't know if I saw any movies before that. But that's what I remember seeing, and I still love Aladdin. Ah yes, this is when I was putting in my friend Kylie's birthday. And then I remembered that Steph's birthday was on the 20th. I'm like, why the heck did I forget to put this in my planner? Because I remembered in person, I gave her a present. So I went to, Steph and Kylie, we went to LA together last year, and we went to Disneyland together. And that was actually on Kylie's birthday last year, which was crazy. And so I got us all pumpkin paper Go Disney custom girls. So I did Steph and Kylie and sent them the files. And then I have me, so it's like the three of us going to Disneyland. And then if I met some of you guys at the SBC party last year, I was with Steph, which, yeah, that's Steph. Because then she came to Austin with me, and then Kylie had to go back to Australia because then she was going to Europe. The old days. What was the first concert you ever attended? First concert? I can't, I don't know which one was the first. I remember seeing Jamiroquai with my dad. I also remember seeing Five with my mum. Like, those are the ones I saw with, like, my parents. I love seeing Five. Who remembers Five? I think the very first one I went alone, though. Like, by myself, but with a friend. Like, as a, they just dropped me off at the event sort of thing. We were in there together, alone with our parents, was Placebo. During their, was it Sleeping with Ghosts album tour? I think it was. But yeah, so I saw Placebo as my first, like, alone concert. But before that, it was Jamiroquai, Five. I can't remember what else. Those are the main ones I remember. What kind of car do you drive? I don't drive a car. We don't have one anymore, but I don't have a license. We used to drive a Renault. If that says anything. What's the strangest thing you believed as a child? Oh, I don't know. I didn't believe much as a child. Maybe my parents could tell me, but I don't remember that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. When was the first time you were on a plane? This was when I was a kid too. Before I can remember, maybe I was 3 or 4. And we would fly to Canberra, which is Australia's capital city, if you didn't know. No, it's not Sydney, it's Canberra. Yeah, so we used to fly to Canberra a lot. and my parents and my mom lives there now. But I think that was on my first flight. But I had a lot of like ear issues. I had to get surgery on my ears later on when I was about 12, 13. So flying was really, really bad for me. My whole childhood, like I'd be crying the whole time because I'd be in pain. So that was never fun. Coming to the end of the question answer. So the other one were, the last two were, what were your almost names? If I was a boy, I would have been Scott. And my almost girl name, so my name's Jessica, but my almost name was Jasmine, which funnily enough with Aladdin. But I think it got vetoed. I think they were like set on Jasmine, and then right before I was born, my dad was like, nah. So I'm Jessica, and I'm named after a great-grandmother. And my second name is also great-grandmother, so Jessica and Grace. Were my great-grandmothers, so I'm named after them. But I was almost Jasmine, which, well, I suppose not bad. As a child, though, there's a year that I went as Jasmine for a while. And, like, I got a letter from Santa to Jasmine, you know. I don't know, I was trying it out. But although most Jasmines I've known in real life are kind of intense people. So I don't mind being a Jessica. And then finally, do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? Now I gotta say, I think I prefer Titanic. Honestly, I saw it at the cinema. I never saw The Notebook at the cinema, but I remember seeing the Titanic at the cinema. And it was at that same Piccadilly cinema. So it's a beautiful old cinema. And I think I did go to the bathroom or lay around outside for a bit because it is a long film. As for a young child. Yeah. No, I love Titanic. Lindsay Ellis has a fun essay about why the Titanic is good and not bad. And yeah, I know. I love it. It always makes me cry so hard. And I love the Celine Dion song. So, yeah, I know. The Titanic over The Notebook. Honestly. Plus Leah. Young Leah. So nice. But that is the end of the tag. Sorry if I haven't... I just feel like there's not much to talk about with my video, like actually in my plans. It's just a typical week, other than doing a lot of filming for my clouds. And I've got the updating the cloud script there, so cute. Do some drawing, and we started watching The Simpsons again, and we started watching Happy Endings again. This is probably our 4th or 5th rewatch. But definitely check out Happy Endings if you're after a show like Friends, or like a Friends sitcom where they're all a bit silly and they get a lot more silly over time. But I believe it's all on Hulu in America. But yeah, I love Happy Endings. I love it way more than Friends, honestly. I'm trying to pick who my favorite of the Friends are, but I can't because I love David and he's like a Ross type, I guess. But then, and funnily enough, his name is David Rose, and there's also David Rose in Schitt's Creek. But I also love Max. Oh man, I feel like I'm more like Max than anyone else. But it's and obviously Penny. Oh my god. Anyway, I love that show, so definitely check out Happy Endings if you haven't. But we started rewatching that, and they've just done a sort of like quarantine episode where they all filmed on Zoom, and oh no, so yard work is starting, so I think I should stop here, but we've almost finished the spread, and I'm sorry if you can hear that lawnmower stuff. But yeah, I think I'm going to stop here. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye!